My name is Marty. I'm an actor, and I have an audition in 24 hours where I have to do a Boston accent. I think I might need a little help. I tracked down Paige Clements, who's a professional dialect coach here in New York City, and hopefully she can help me master my Boston accent for today's audition. So I have come to you because I need a little help.
Wonderful.
I have an audition coming up.
Great.
And I need to master a Boston accent.
When is your audition?
Today.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Really, to master an accent, you would practice for anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 weeks. But we will work with what you have, and we'll get you as close to it as possible within the time constraint.
Yeah, I've just been wicked distracted lately. Between the love of my life moving away and my aunt's shop closing, I've got no idea what's next. But if this game gets rained out, I'm gonna go down to the Packy for some beers. You see if Ricky's around. I can't sit around this house anymore. There's too many memories.
You're quite the actor, Marty. So here's what I want you to do. First of all, take a back step from actually trying to do any acting connection. I would say this to anybody, whether your audition is in 5 hours or 5 weeks. Choose a person to listen to. We're going to watch a scene. Matt Damon is coming up. He's very consistent.
Who's that? Hang on a second. You're a
Now, listen.
grad student. You just got finished reading some Marxian historian, Pete Garrison.
Marxian.
You're going to be convinced of that till next month when you get to James Lemon. Then you're going to be talking about how the economies of Virginia and
Economy.
Pennsylvania
You hear that?
The economies.
Economy.
Economies.
And he's very natural with this. He's not showing his accent.
How the economies of Virginia and Pennsylvania were entrepreneurial and capitalist way back in 1740.
See, 1740, he's got an upward inflection. Very important thing to do, that you don't repeat every sentence with a falling inflection. So you're not dropping the ends like that.
Okay.
Here's what I want to say. Instead of, here's what I want to say, I want to finish the thought out here.
Way back in 1740.
1740.
1740.
So he's got that upward inflection.
The sky's wicked dark. I think we got a storm coming in. Mass Ave is gonna be a parking lot.
Don't drop that.
It's gonna be a parking lot.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
You know, doesn't mean that every single thought has to be up. I just don't want you to be mindful that the habit, especially for the average American, is to drop it down. And that's how you could use an actor or anybody to help you break it down.
Right.
But if you watched The Departed, you've got really good accent work and so-so accent work.
We have a blind spot.
Why do we have a blind spot?
Do you hear the difference between the usage of the word spot?
Blind spot.
Blind spot.
He went spot.
Spot.
Yeah, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's right? Him.
Any calls?
They turned off their cell phones.
Search randomly for calls made from the area.
807 phones are live in this area.
To narrow the area.
What you see there for service is what you're gonna get.
Yeah, why the fuck did they turn their phones off?
All these guys speaking, right? And then all of a sudden Mark Wahlberg walks in and his accent's perfect. Again, not that every single human being in a film or a play has to sound exactly alike. So choosing one person instead of trying to listen to 5 different people. If you're going, I'm going to sound like Mark,
Who put the fucking cameras in this place?
then he's going to be the one to help you.
Who the fuck are you? I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy.
A lot of accents are housed primarily in one area. Boston has a little bit of forward and up, almost into the mask. That's why some people sound a little bit more nasal. There's a lot of lateral sounds. So that's where we're going to start. I want you to think of the ah sound, which makes your lips feel very flat, horizontal, relaxed, and the resonation of the vowel is in the front of your mouth. So it's going to feel right here around your lips.
Okay.
Specifically, Southie, which is what I think we're going to go for, is the ah in pat. So just say that word, pat.
Pat.
Now say man.
Man.
What you did was actually terrific already for Boston. In the word man, you've got 2 nasal consonants. You've got an M and an N. And normally with the Southie accent, that ah sound becomes nasal prior to an M or an N. Just say these words with me. Say mass.
Mass.
Pat.
Pat.
Man.
Man.
Cat.
Cat.
Ask.
Ask.
Task.
Task.
Packy.
Packy.
What do you think
Packy.
packy is?
I know
Do you
what
know?
a packy is, believe it or
Excellent.
not. The liquor store.
The liquor store.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Packy.
Packy. Be careful. I just noticed something you did. This happens when you first start. You can add like a physical, almost an
every word I
articulation
say
to it.
is
So be
gonna
careful
be-
you don't go packy.
That's ass.
Because then your audition may look like that.
Look
and you're
crazy,
wondering,
yeah.
why are my shoulders a part of this
that guy
audition?
doing up there?
Okay. Pat.
Pat.
Yeah.
Pat.
Mass.
Mass.
Av.
Av.
Packy.
Packy.
Now let's go to a different sound. So the next sound I'd have us do is we're going to switch from the front to the back of the mouth now.
Okay.
Okay? The word on
On.
or off, honest, God, long, is a back vowel. So it's placed in the back of the mouth. What Bostonians do, specifically Southie, is they treat this vowel as what we call a diphthong. Now, a diphthong is just a speech
What'd
term.
you call me?
A diphthong is simply a blending of two vowels.
Okay.
But if you move your tongue, like it's sort of doing a little bit of a wave in there, on. You're going to have a lilt. So listen to it. Instead of honest, general American,
Honest.
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 Honest to God, it's not.
Honest to God, it's not.
Do you feel how you've not only changed the vowel, you've changed the place in the mouth?
Yes.
Right?
Wow.
On,
On.
coffee,
Coffee.
want.
Want.
What do you want?
What do I want?
There
What do you
go.
want?
That's it. Dog, want, on.
Dog want on. I've got no idea what's next. I've got no idea what's next. What's next? What's next? And my aunt's shop closing. And my aunt's shop's closing. My aunt's shop. I'm gonna go down to the Packy. I'm gonna go down to the Packy for some beers. And see if Ricky's around.
Good.
I can't sit around this house anymore. There's too many memories. Oh my God.
I hope it's not end of the day
I
yet.
know,
We're gonna-
no, it can't be. Okay.
Ready?
New sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a big one.
Okay.
In the world of accents and dialects, you may hear the word rhotic or non-rhotic. It's referring to whether or not we use R's or not in our vowels.
Okay.
We have the word stir. That's a vowel that has what is called R coloring. So that makes it rhotic. Now, people in Boston will round the lips a little bit. So the vowel will feel more forward.
Okay.
So instead of stir, stir.
Stir.
Now let's purse the lips. Let's see if we can find the sound Person.
Person.
Worth.
Worth.
Round your lips a little more. Perfect.
Perfect. I feel like I'm talking in a British accent all of a sudden.
You're not British. Per. Perfect.
Perfect.
That's the strong And what I mean by strong is it's in the accented syllable of the word. We have a weak especially when it's at the end of a word, like in father, sister, brother, theater. In Boston, we're going to drop the R.
Forgot about it.
All right, say dinner,
Dinner.
theater,
Theater.
father,
Father.
sister.
Sister. I did it. You saw that.
That was it.
Ah.
So when you say the word or, you're not just saying vowel, vowel. You're saying two vowels, two vowels. Think about it. Say or.
Or. Yes.
Good.
Okay.
That's what a diphthong
Yes.
is.
Aura.
So what we want to do is make the second vowel have no R coloring.
Forgot it.
Or,
Or.
short.
Short.
So you're relaxing the lips a little bit.
Boston's just like a chill diphthong. Like they're cool.
It's a
about
little
it.
mushier.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Short,
Short.
park.
Park.
North,
North.
start.
Start.
Smart.
Smart.
You're smart.
Thank you.
Work.
Work.
Earth.
Earth.
Certainly.
Certainly.
Of course, Orchard Moor.
Of course, Orchard Moor.
There you go. That's
There I
great.
go.
Dinner, theater, father.
Dinner, theater, father.
Father, let's go to the
Father,
dinner theater.
we're going to the dinner theater. Let's go.
The purpose of working on an accent over time is so that not only you feel more comfortable with it, but the truth of the sentence sounds more fluid. You want it to enhance the work, not be in the way of it.
Okay.
You want it to be like putting on a costume, and we're not just looking at the costume. Because of the time element, there are many more sounds that we could go over. We've hit the stronger choices.
Staples.
Okay?
I'm getting better at
Yeah,
this.
I think you are.
Yeah. And
but-
you might have something to do with that.
You feel like you're more prepared?
I feel like I am more prepared.
Good.
Yes. Yes.
You all right?
Yeah, I've just been wicked distracted lately. I've got no idea what's next. I've got no idea what's next. I've got no idea what's next. And my aunt's shop closing. And my aunt's shop's closing. And my aunt's shop closing. I'm gonna go down to the Packy for some beers. I'm gonna go down to the Packy for some beers. I'm gonna go down to the Packy, grab some beers.
So remember intention, breathing, inflection, all the sound changes, and world peace.
Perfect. You're perfect. But if this game gets rained out, North Star Market, coffee pot, the copper coffee pot. Yeah, I've just been wicked distracted lately.
Marty Miller.
So whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hi, my name is Marty Miller, and I'll be reading for the role of Bobby. The sky is wicked dark. I think we got a storm coming in. Mass Ave is gonna be a parking lot. Gonna take forever to get to Lansdowne.
You all right?
Yeah, no, I've just been wicked distracted lately between the love of my life, moving away, and my aunt's shop closing. I just got no idea what's next. But if the game gets rained out, I'm gonna go down to the Packy and grab some beers and see if Ricky's around. Maybe. You know, I just can't sit at home anymore. Just too many memories.
Nice. Thanks. We'll be in touch.
So I banged a Yui and I came here to see you and tell you that I love you.
Well, to be quite honest, because we're all very territorial about our accents and where we're from, I'm sure that if someone from the south side of Boston heard Marty do this accent, they would probably say it's not accurate.
Well, I think it's a little bit exaggerated.
No, it was all there. It was just heavy, I guess. You know what I mean? It was he was putting it on.
You just tried too hard to I don't know. Now I'm thinking about how I'm talking.
Ever since I saw you on the Duncan on Lansdowne.
There it is. The word saw needs to be a little bit more of a, as I described to him, saw, and he's just rounding it. It could be slightly confused with New York.
When I start getting into a conversation with people, sometimes they think I'm from New York.
Mass Ave is going to be a parking lot. Going to take forever to get to...
It sounded more like parking lot instead of packing lot.
Yeah, you could make a little bit more of a difference in parking lot. They were a little too close together in shape and placement. And he starts a little bit fast, but I think he gets better as it goes along.
No, I've just been wicked distracted lately.
Out of 10, I'd give the guy like 4, maybe 5.
I think it needs a little bit of work. Oh, I would definitely give him about an 8.
I'll give him a 7. But he's like, you can definitely tell he's pushing those words. He should just, relax a little bit.
Say about an 8, which is really, really good considering his short amount of time to work on it.
Well, it got better as it went on.
I think overall he hit the sounds that we worked on within a short time frame. I was impressed. How natural he seemed to be with it. How comfortable. He didn't seem too much in his head.
Yeah, practice. He'll be fine with practice.
Cheers.